Guess what? It's wine time on the patio. And today I'm going to be enjoying a wine from Huber Winery here in Indiana. This particular wine is from their Knobstone Vineyard, and it is their Blaufrankisch from 2017. So on Sunday, we attended a special event they were having there. It was by reservation only at Huber Winery, and one of the wines we actually tasted that day was a 2018 Blaufrankisch, which is not yet available. So we actually got what they call a barrel tasting. So they were moving it from the barrels to age more in stainless steel, and then it's still got some more age to do before it's open and available to the public. So it'll still be a while before that one's available, but it was really a nice one. But we do have this bottle of their 2017 Blaufrankisch, and on here it does say that this is estate bottled. So this means that, if you remember what that means, estate bottled means that the grapes grew on their estate, the wine was made there, and it was bottled. Everything was done at Huber Winery. Their Knobstone Vineyard is the area of a higher elevation on their property. So when you live in a place where there's not really mountains, but you have hills, so anything that's like 300 to 500 feet above the level of the rest of the surrounding area is considered a knob. And so that's where the Knobstone name comes for their vineyard, where these particular grapes, estate grapes, were grown. So Blaufrankisch is a grape, that's the name of the grape, and it's a varietal that is native to Austria. Now I'm going to aerate this. So you have two choices here. Now you can pour straight out of the bottle, it's fine. But you could possibly just soften it up a little bit. You either decant or aerate. If you decant it, you probably decant it maybe an hour. I'd probably do an hour before I'm ready to serve. Or we're just going to aerate. That still helps it get some oxygen in there. Now I've chilled this just a tad. So red wine is meant to be served at room temperature, which is typically 65 degrees is what's considered to be room temperature when they came up with these measurements. And my house is not 65 degrees. So I like to put a little chill on it before I serve it so that it gets to the proper temperature to be served. This is actually a glass from Huber Winery. This is a red wine glass, so it's large, bold, and it doesn't narrow at the top. Stays nice and broad. So this is one style. So I'm going to pour, and you can kind of see it trickles out differently from the aeration. I'm sorry, my neighbor's mowing, so you're going to get some background noise today. So we're just going to pour a little red wine here. This is a typical pour. This is a little bigger than what you would do for a tasting, of course, but I'm going to be drinking this here on the patio today. So now Blaufrankisch typically is a good grape to grow in cooler climates. So again, it's based in Austria, but it grows in a lot of parts of the United States, including here, but also other states that have cooler climates. It grows well, and also other countries with cooler climates. I'm gonna get a nose on this. Now usually a Blaufrankisch will have a bit of a peppery, especially up front, you'll get a pepperiness, and then it can vary a lot in tones. Sometimes you'll get black currant, sometimes, I have a dog, that's not my dog. Sorry, I just saw a dog go past. Sometimes you'll get black currant, sometimes you'll get other berry flavors. So it can start very peppery sometimes, or maybe it'll finish peppery and start sweet. So again, they're all a little bit different. That's what makes wine fun. So I'm still getting a little more air in it just to be sure. Again, I'll take another nose, another stiff, and it's very nice. Okay, let me go ahead and do a taste. Now I didn't taste this one recently, so I don't remember it specifically. This is very soft. It was the right thing to do to aerate this. So this has got just a tiny bit of pepper. I'm not getting the super peppery on the front. It's a little more fruit forward. Get a little more. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a little bit of pepper on the finish, but mostly it is sort of like raspberry, maybe blackberry, so very fruit forward, and it's really got a nice, it's a soft flavor that I really enjoy. So Blaufrankisch is a great grape for red wines, and like I said, this is from Huber Winery here in Indiana, and they'll have different ones. This is from 2017, and so usually the year is not important to a lot of people, but it is if you're doing different different bottles. So you might have some different vintages, and the vintage is usually the year that the grapes were harvested. So that's another little wine tip for you. So I'm going to enjoy wine time on the patio with my Blaufrankisch from Huber Winery, and I'll be giving you some more tips about red wines from Huber and other wineries around the area and other videos. So have a lovely evening on the patio or wherever you might be. Grab you some wine and have a nice time. Cheers.